carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
Also warte mal. Folge mir, Seefahrer. Wir haben schon viele Wellen und Riffe durchquert. Das sich an die Nächte, als wir auf dem Mast Wache standen. Das Mondlicht, das auf dem Segeln scheint, als es sanft wogte und das dunkle Meer, das vorbeizog. In diesem Moment wollte ich ein Held werden. Du auch? Ja, und jetzt setzen wir endlich wieder die Segel. Seefahrer, bist du bereit? Aye, aye, Captain. Ich kann ihn nicht hören. Aye, aye, Captain. Summ. Okay.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist with the other.
What radical thinking. I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other.
How boring.
You seem to be avoiding that Goldweaver person. Why don't you address her face to face?
I have nothing to talk about with her. Since you're in my brain, you can look for the reason yourself.
Oh, the leader of the Flame Chase journey and a demigod of Nestia.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Alter, warum
I leave for now.
machen die denn so lange Gespräche, während du nicht mal nicht mal eine Minute Weg hast, Alter? Und dann unterbrechen sie es mittendrin wieder mit irgendeinem anderen Zeug, ey. Ja, da ist wieder so ein Ding. Die wollen dann nur nerven damit. Na, wenn sie wenigstens so machen würden, wenn du so ein Gespräch hast und irgendwo hinläufst, wo dann irgendwas zwischen Nike gesagt wird, wie jetzt das mit der Botin oder so, ja, dann lass doch das Gespräch an der Stelle einfach weiterlaufen. Welches Spiel war denn das? Da haben sie dann wenigstens angefangen, achso ja, und jetzt, wo ich dabei war, und dann sprechen die halt weiter. Oder wo war ich gerade stehen geblieben? Achso, ja, genau. Und dann red halt einfach da weiter, wo du aufgehört hast. Aber dass sie das immer mittendrin unterbrechen, Alter. Okay, machen wir weiter.
Welcome
to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
Ja. Was ist das da hinten?
Lord Anaxagoras, oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Oder so.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaia endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world: geniuses and dimwits.
Wow, danke. Da ist die Kernflamme drin?
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my. Why, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Fangen wir an.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
Sie ist bereit, mich hinzurichten. Sie braucht nur Vasallen, die ihre Befehle ohne Fragen gehorchen.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Ich werde derjenige sein, der erklärt, Selbstgerechtigkeit zerstört. Meine Unterstützung zu erhalten bedeutet die Unterstützung des gesamten Hains zu erhalten. Naja, da ist ja nicht mehr viel übrig, oder? Derjenige sein, der erklärt, Selbstgerechtigkeit zerstört.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just?
Wie absurd, meine Loyalität ist unbestreitbar.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Was? Warum soll die Castries auf eurer Seite sein?
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Ah, okay. Hä? Nein! Kleines Schweinchen. Ah, jetzt habe ich wieder auf E gedrückt statt auf F, Alter, leck mich. Warum will ich immer E drücken? Achso, weil du bei fast jedem anderen Spiel E benutzt, um Sachen zu aktivieren. Nicht fucking F, Alter. Ich bin ein Ritter, der von seinem Herrn gerufen wurde, um die Wahrheit zu suchen, die den Nebel der Unwissenheit vertreibt, Funktionsweise aller Dinge offenbart. Darf ich fragen, lieber Reisender, erkennst du die unübertreffende Weisheit meines Meisters an? Okay, cool. Also schon da. Ah. Oh ja, Junge, das ist bestimmt gut, was wir da gekommen haben. Oh, scheiße, oder? Oh, nicht? Okay. Finde ich gut, dass der römische, diebische Penner nicht da ist. Achso, ich kann da einfach wechseln. Also erzähl, du komischer Roboloch-Fuzzi.
Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with carefully. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Ja, okay. Hä? Du bist zu langsam, Alter. Verstehe ich nicht, warum man ein Loch in dem Roboter rauslässt. Schicksal leicht zu meinem Versteck geführt, Summ. Du hast dich überhaupt nicht versteckt. Das Schicksal ist wie der Knoten, den mein Meister geknüpft hat, oder der Faden, den die Herrin gesponnen hat. Flechten und verbinden sich zu den Banden, die uns verbinden. Und sind es diese Bande, die dich dazu gebracht haben, mich zu finden? Summ. Junge, warum bleibst du immer stehen? Geh weiter, Mann. Ah, fuck, lass mich die Truhe wenigstens noch nehmen.
Take this Iannis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Vielleicht hängt das zusammen, weil ich fertig bin, aber ich habe irgendwie nicht mitbekommen, warum es jetzt um Anaxa geht und nicht um den Trailblazer. Ich denke mal, weil die ein Schicksal teilen. Oder ich vermute mal, dass der Plot wird auch selber irgendwie rauskommen. Weil ich meine, er ist dem Tode nahe. Oder er war schon tot und ist jetzt dem Tode nahe. Und der Trailer auch. Würde ich mal sagen. Das hat wahrscheinlich alles mit dem Tod zu tun.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. All right, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Who is that? Cersei's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Sind ja aber auch so viele. Oder können die alle zum Ältestenrat? Hä, sind das nicht?
Oh, why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias. I know I've heard this name somewhere.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cersei's. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit.
Oder auch? Sind da überall? Hoppidi hopp. Aber wenn da Berge und alles so vor der Fresse sind, warum konnten wir die von unten sehen?
You two again.
Oh. Das fleißige Händchen. Ich möchte gegen den Strom der Zeit schwimmen, doch ich kann den Strömen nicht widerstehen, noch kann ich mich damit abfinden, mich treiben zu lassen und aufzugeben. Endlich stehe ich mitten auf der Reise alleine da. Jetzt ist einfach das Leben eines Schmetterlings. Vielleicht. Ah, da ist noch ein Schmidti. Nichts ist unmöglich, wenn man es nur versucht. Eines Tages werde ich auf die Spitze der Klippe klettern und Schulter an Schulter und Schulter an Schulter und Schulter an Schulter mit dem Sonnenträger stehen. Summ. Warte mal, warum kannst du fliegen? Das ist nicht fair, Summ. Oh, ich kann auch fliegen. Das ist ja alles, dann ist ja alles in Ordnung. Ah, da hinten ist was. Okay, da geht's auch nicht weiter. Da ist was. Summ, du hast mich gefunden. Irgendwas an diesem Wandgemälde fühlt sich komisch an. Der vieläugige blinde Gestalt scheint ein paar Federn zu fehlen. Summ, aber warum nur? Wenn wir eine Offenbarung vom Himmel zuteil werden, ist es der telepathische Kontakt durch die Zeit. Hallo Händchen.
Enough about me. Did Chaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Chaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Chaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Chaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
Okay, völlig grüßen ist eine Pilgerplattform, die fromme Gläubige gewidmet ist, aber du, Anaxagoras, kniest vor nicht vor den galischen Göttern. Ah, okay. Kann es sein, dass dieses ganze Schauspiel mit Halbgötter werden vielleicht schon mal passiert ist und die dann zu den Göttern wurden? Oder zu den Titanen halt? Wie so ein Zyklus. Man sagt, dass der Sonnenträger unsere Wünsche hört, wenn wir ein Windspiel knüpfen und uns dabei etwas wünschen. Mein Wunsch ist einfach Summ. Ich hoffe, dass morgen die Sonne scheint, damit meine von Tau durchtränkten Flügel trocknen können.
So.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
Would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Circes? They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Ist die ganze Zeit so? Was ist die ganze Zeit so?
Nearly there now. The land of the dead.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too?
Fromme Abgesandte, ketzerische Gelehrte, der verlorene Wanderer und der verzweifelte Gesetzlose. Am Rand der Göttlichkeit blicken wir voller Ehrfurcht auf. In einem flüchtigen Moment des Schreckens verschwindet die lange zurückgelegte Weg aus der Erinnerung. Okay.
We're here, finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself. Did I still fail to make it in time? So, I'm back here again.
Spielt die Welt in Honkai in Griechenland? Diese Welt, ja.
I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
Die Musik im Hintergrund. Eine vergangene Castories.
Thinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.